Good day everyone. In today's video we discuss about the three laws of motion. Now this is a physics topics and I am John Nathaniel Peace, the presenter, and here I am to discuss you what is the three law of motion. Behind that, who is Newton's and how he know or formulate the three laws of motion. Before Newton, meron pa tayong mga dapat kilalanin na proponent din ng three laws of motion or motion lang. First, we have Aristotle. Aristotle proposed that the speed of object is directly proportional to the force acting on it. He also introduced the notation of impetus. Ibig sabihin ng impetus sa atin ngayong word or modern word is the force. No? Sinabi ni Aristotle na the speed of object is directly proportional to the force acting on it. For example nito, the ball in the curve or the slope surface na gumulong. Na kapag tinulak natin, pinush natin ang ball, no, the directly proportional daw ang force ng pagtulak natin sa speed ng object. Ibig sabihin kapag kulang natin, ibig sabihin hindi na siya magko-constant continue rolling yung ball dun sa slope na yan. But here's the second, mamaya save natin kung sino nagsabi na. Now, here's the basta meron meron kumontra kay Aristotle. So, here's the second person behind the law of motion, John Philoponus, the development concept similar to Galileo and Newton's idea. Mamaya, explain natin sino si Galileo and si Newton's idea. He introduced the theory of impetus or theory of force. No, according to his theory, when the impetus decrease, the object slow down, and when the impetus gone, the object is stopped. No, so sinabi rin niya katulad ng kay Aristotle, when the force decrease, mag-i-slow down ang object. So, kapag ang impetus or force ay nawala, ibig sabihin, mag-i-stop ang object. No? So, let's proceed to the third person. The third person is Jean Buridan. No? Jean Buridan also saw impetus as the cause of movement. He furthered the development theory of impetus introduced by Philoponus. According to him, no, possible throughout the mover that keeps the object moving with the power proportional to the speed and mass of the object. When there's a force, there's a mass and the speed. Kasi tinulak po natin yung bola, no? Tinulak natin yung bola, we have the force, and gumalaw ang bola, and ang bola ay may mass, and also gumalaw nga siya, it have a speed. No? Later, name impetus as a force. No? Si Jean Buridan din ang nagsabi na impetus is a force. So, let's proceed to Galileo Galilei. No? Si Galileo Galilei ang nag-disagree to Aristotle. He claimed that without continuous application of force, an object can continue move with a constant speed of straight line provided there's are no outside force acting on it. Kasi kay Aristotle, di ba, tinulak daw. Directly proportional daw ang force ng pagtulak sa slope area. Tapos kapag nawala na yung force na yon, ibig sabihin hihinto na siya. But in Galileo Galilei, possible na kapag sa slope area is magpatuloy continuous movement of the ball kahit kulang or unti lang yung force na ginamit. So, the bida or the protagonist in this Newton's theory is none other than Sir Isaac Newton. He used Galileo Galilei ideas to eventually formulate the three laws of motion. So let's proceed. What is the three laws of motion? Before that, let's define what is motion. What is motion? No? Motion is described as the distance, displacement, velocity, acceleration, speed, and time. When the object move, mag-iiba ng distance, and it have displacement, also the velocity, acceleration, speed, and time. No? So, example of motion, pagbabike, paglalakad, sa araw-araw nating gawain na ginagamitan ng force. When there's a force, there's a motion. When there's a motion, there's a force. So, what is force? No? Sinabi ko na kanina. Force is the push or pull that change or maintain the motion of an object. Force can change the object's speed, direction, and shape. No, force is push or pull. No, example natin dito is yung pagpasok natin sa bahay, convenience store na nakalagay na push and pull, na nakalagay ng pull pero ipupush mo pa rin. No, that is force kasi nag-change siya ng direction, and also speed, change natin yung direction ng door and the speed of the door. So, let's proceed to the first law. First law of motion is law of inertia. So, what is inertia? Inertia is the tendency of object to keep moving in the straight line at a constant velocity unless disturbed by any external force. For example, sumakay tayo sa jeep and the jeep suddenly move. So, magkakaumpugan tayo ng ulo o maupog ulo natin sa katabi natin kasi magkaiba tayo ng mass and velocity of the object, and unless there is a disturbance of any external force. For example, dito sa picture na to, nakikita nyo dito, yung rider is tumalsik kasi may disturbance object na huminto dun sa velocity or the speed of, nag-crash siya dun sa motorcycle, kaya tumalsik si rider. So, to be enlightened more, the more present of mass, the more difficult to slow down, speed up, move, and change its direction. So, the relationship of the mass is directly proportional to inertia. No? Kapag ang mass ay nagtaas, ang inertia ay tataas din. While the inertia ay decrease, the mass is also decrease. So, let's proceed to the second law of acceleration. So, what is the second law of acceleration? No? It is the Newton's second law of motion, states that acceleration of an object directly proportional to the net force acting on it and inversely proportional to its mass. So, the relationship of mass is inversely or indirectly proportional to acceleration. Kung kanina sa inertia, sinabi natin dito sa inertia na ang mass is directly proportional to inertia, the second law of acceleration, the mass is indirectly proportional to acceleration. Kasi, sinabi din natin kanina, kapag mabigat ang object, mahirap mag-move, mag-change ng direction, and mag-speed up. No? So, Sir Isaac Newton formulate the idea in this acceleration. We have force, mass, and acceleration. The formula is force is equals to mass times acceleration. F stands for force, then M stands for mass, and A stands for acceleration. Force is equals to mass multiplied by acceleration. So let's have a sample problem. Sample problem. A 1,000 kilogram or 1,000 kilogram truck is a travel at an acceleration of 4.5 meter per second squared is. Find the net force needed to accelerate the truck. Now, we have the mass of the truck and also the acceleration. And hanapin po natin, we need to distinguish what is the force needed to accelerate the truck. No. So, we have the formula. Ano ulit ang formula? Force is equals to mass multiplied by acceleration. And we need I given. So, we have a given this. The mass of the truck is 1,000 kilogram and the acceleration is 4.5 meter per second squared. And hinanap natin is force. No? So, lagay natin sa formula. Ang mangyayari, force is equals to 1,000 kilogram times 4.5 meter per second squared, or velocity of the truck. So, ito times po natin o multiply. We have the 4,500 kilogram meter per second squared na pwede natin i-define na 4,500 Newton kasi ang force nga ang hinahanap natin. Bakit? Based on SI unit, 1 Newton is defined as the 1 kilogram times meter per second squared. No? The Newton can't define as kilogram meter per second squared. So, let's proceed to another sample problem. A boy rolls a 200 grams baseball horizontally on the floor with the net force of 2 Newton to right. What is the acceleration of the ball? We have the formula. The formula force is equals to mass times or multiply application. And we need to derive it using the triangle method. Kung sino hinahanap, tatakpan lang po natin. Acceleration ang hinahanap sa problem solving, and that's why we need to cover the letter A that stands for acceleration. Now, and we have a formula. Now, acceleration is equals to force over the mass. And we need to define the given in this problem. The given is the mass is 200 gram or 0.2 kilogram, and the force is 2 Newton. So we need to distinguish or to solve what is acceleration of the baseball. So using the formula, acceleration equals to force over the mass, 2 Newton over 0.2 kilogram, we have an acceleration of 10 Newton over kilogram or 10 meter per second squared. So let's proceed to the third law, the last law of motion. Third law is the law called law of interaction. Interaction, we need to interact. We have action and reaction, no, between force and the object. So what is the law of interaction? Also known as the Newton third law of motion, deals in how different forces interact to create motion and help us to understand what is happen when two moving forces meet. It states that every action there has an equal and opposite reaction. When there's an equal, there's an opposite reaction. To enlighten more, force cannot be alone. If there's a motion, sinabi ko kanina, there's a force. And when there's a force, there's a motion. No, maganda example dito sa law of interaction, we have the swimmer. The swimmer pushed the water backward using his hand. No, and the water exert the force back to the swimmer. Ang swimmer ay nagbigay ng force to water, no, and the water binabalik lang niya yung force na yon. No, we have the action is the swimmer push the water backwards, and we have opposite reaction, the swimmer move forward. So everyone, we have the three law of motion. What they are the law of inertia, law of acceleration, law of interaction. Law of inertia, the mass is directly proportional to inertia. That's why mahirap, the more mass is the more difficult to move, while in the acceleration, the mass is indirectly proportional to the acceleration. That's why kapag mataas ang acceleration, mababa ang mass. Kapag mataas ang mass, mababa ang acceleration. And there have a formula. Tandaan natin ang formula. Force or F is equals to mass multiply by acceleration. And the last law is the interaction. No, we need to interact. They have action and reaction. They also equal and opposite reaction. An equal strength or force or impetus, the product is opposite reaction. That's all, everyone. Thank you. And that's the end of the lesson. Thank you, everyone. If you need the access in the PPT, now scan the QR code here, and that's all. And then if there's any question, comment down below. Thank you.